Hello, welcome back. This is Lucious Conway with your weekly address. Of course, I'm a certified addiction recovery coach and a manager member of Recovery Coaching Service of New York, LLC. This week, in continuing the great work of implementing recovery systems of care in New York State, I will be offering testimony on Tuesday, August 27th, in the Office of Alcoholism and Substance Abuse Services and Office of Mental Health joint public hearing for their respective statewide comprehensive plans for years 2013 through 2017. But before I share my 3-minute testimony with you, first I'd like to draw your attention to the donate button below. Now on the screen, the donate button is located here. This is in my recovery room on the website. And that's the little donate button I want to call your attention to, because advocacy costs money. This site costs money. The idea of keeping you inspired, informed, engaged, and even entertained costs money. Now, I need you to do your part. I need you to tangibly express your support of this great work of helping you live your best life as well by donating $1. That's right, $1 right now to keep the wind in my sails. Keep this great work going. So pause the video and donate your dollar now. Now, you can do that, or you can stop the video, leave the site, and never come back, because without your dollar, the site will soon go black, and the work will stop. So let's don't do that. Let's ensure my continued recovery support work through the website, through telephone, because some of us talk by phone, some of us meet face to face throughout the state of New York, throughout America, and yeah, even around the world. So pause the video, give your dollar, come back, and listen to this upcoming 3-minute testimony, which you don't want to miss. I'll wait for you. Okay, you're back, which means you paused the video and you gave your dollar. Thank you so much. Here's the testimony. Testimony for the joint public hearing, OASIS and OMH statewide comprehensive plans, August 27, 2013. Now, this is going to be a statewide public hearing. We've got 8 locations being video conferenced in. So, New York State in toto will be at this hearing. And here's my testimony. Lucious Conway, Certified Addiction Recovery Coach, CEO, Recovery Coaching Service of New York, LLC. Good afternoon to you, Commissioner Gonzalez-Sanchez, and Acting Commissioner Torriello, and your planning teams. My name is Lucious Conway, and I am a certified addiction recovery coach and manager member of Recovery Coaching Service of New York, that's RCS, LLC. Now, we're the first and only for-profit recovery coach certified peer advocate practice in New York State. And we were formed to fill clinical service gaps by being the go-to subcontractor for certified peer advocate services to be delivered in the field at outpatient clinics throughout New York. Since its organization, RCS has become an international leader in the field of recovery coaching and peer support standards and service delivery. As advisory member, organizer, keynote speaker, and conference moderator of the India-based Omics Group, Inc.'s annual International Addiction Research and Therapy Conferences, currently in discussions with the founder and leader of the International Group Foundation for Recovery Coaching based in the UK, Anthony Eldridge Rogers, to sit on his advisory council, as well as serving as personal consultant to Peter Gaman, chief of the recovery branch at the Office of National Drug Control Policy in the Executive Office of the President of the United States. And finally, after making application at the invitation of Mr. Neil McGarry, head of the Florida Certification Board, now New York Certification Association, to sit on his advisory council in defining the criteria for the recently OASIS-approved position of Certified Peer Advocate in 822 outpatient clinics throughout the state, I have a reasonable expectation of therein serving as well. In such capacities, RCS has and continues to serve millions of provider and peer populations worldwide via face-to-face, website, email, and telephone interaction. RCS represents hundreds of thousands of New York residents in recovery from psychiatric and substance use disorder who evidence-based and best practices researchers throughout the world, the nation, and this state concur not only would benefit, but must be afforded the opportunity to benefit from the unique expertise of people in long-term recovery who have had the requisite training and certification demonstrating that they possess the ability to translate their experience with mental illness and substance use disorder through identifying stages of change, dimensions of wellness, and motivational interviewing skills to aid others in finding their own pathway to recovery. In New York, OASIS' most recent recovery implementation team meeting this month, held via video conferencing in Manhattan and Albany, there are two consistent themes that both commissioners and their teams must consider in developing your mandated comprehensive plans. CCAR, 60-hour curriculum-trained and New York Certification Board certified addiction recovery coaches, peer advocates' avenues to employment, where are the jobs, and providers' ability to hire recovery coaches, peer advocates. We don't have the money. Providers present indicated no funding to pay for the newly approved position despite the ability to bill Medicaid, Medicare, and third-party payers. This billable or those billable units of RCPA services will not cover time the RC, that's Recovery Coach or Peer Advocate, RCPA, is not delivering the chartable services to specific recovery clients. Mandated health insurance coverage, as well as, in case of full-time employment, fringe benefits. While Medicaid and Medicare stand to save under this construct, the state and its certified providers will lose money because of this newly established recovery coaching peer advocate field and position. But this is only true when the position of recovery coach peer advocate is not subcontracted out. Thus, economic and practical reality dictates that OMH and OASIS develop their respective comprehensive plans. They must include businesses such as RCS as a necessary component in the efficient and efficacious delivery of recovery coaching peer advocacy services. A recovery coach peer advocate on site then does not cost the provider one fraction of the cost incurred by an employee, part or full-time, and only small subcontractor administrative costs will be imposed. Medicaid, Medicare, and third-party payers will be billed and paid for the actual delivery of services to specifically identified and charted recovery clients. Further, RCS has a growing statewide network of trained and/or certified recovery coaches and peer advocates that may be called upon at a moment's notice to begin employment with RCS and report to any approved and contracted 822 outpatient clinic to deliver recovery, capital building, community access, and personal wellness plan development, maintenance, and implementation services. It is certainly true that RCS wants the business, so admittedly, self-interest may seem to predicate its testimony and my testimony, but then when self-interest is also in the common good, it is no longer self-interest. It's simply the right thing. And so, Commissioners Gonzalez, Sanchez, and Torriello, it's my hope for the sake of New York residents as you further develop your comprehensive plans, when addressing the issue of recovery, you remember RCS and do the right thing. Include us. Thank you. My name is Lucious Conway, and I'm a certified addiction peer recovery coach and the manager member of Recovery Coaching Services of New York, LLC. And that will end my 3-minute testimony at the joint public hearing. So don't you forget, donate $1. Let's keep it going, guys, because we're on the roll here and we're making a change. We're making a difference. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday.